Northwest Wisconsin lawmakers are taking aim at the DNR tonight in an effort to boost the region's struggling deer population. Representative Chance Green and Senator Romaine Quinn say they've attended several listening sessions in recent months, hearing from frustrated Northwest Wisconsin hunters following a poor deer season. So today the lawmakers introduced a bill aimed at helping. It would stop the DNR from having a hunting season on antlerless deer in our part of the state. The bill would also keep the DNR from issuing more than 2 antler tags per person here. And those restrictions would last 4 years, after which the DNR could assess the population and decide what comes next.
Well, Boundary Watch